Dagonists have been largely driven from the city.
You there. Come speak with me. Ah, my dauntless companion from the Clockwork City. Bounding from one mysterious realm to another, I see. This is fortuitous. I find myself in need of someone with your skills. I recently discovered that someone intends to auction off Mephalah's chief artifact, the Ebony Blade. I hardly thought such a thing possible, but I leave nothing to chance. As soon as I began making inquiries, House Hexos cancelled the auction. I am the foremost authority on Daedric artifacts and the greatest mage of our era. So yes, I'm quite confident they're trying to hide the weapon from me. A fool's errand. If you choose to assist me in finding the blade, I will pay you handsomely. Our first order of business is investigating the auction house. It's just there, near the Nereids Fountain. Gather testimony, correspondence, anything you can. When you've discovered enough, meet me in the market near the Shambles North entrance. It is an artifact of the dread teacher Mephalah. At first glance, it resembles a katana carved from obsidian. But I assure you, it is far more than a simple sword. It is the Lady's malice in physical form, a life-devouring instrument of murder. Do I detect some suspicion in your voice? If we recover the Ebony Blade, I will do what I do with all the dangerous relics I acquire. Keep it safe. I assure you, there is no one better equipped to safeguard a terror like this. Ha! Rest is a luxury the ambitious cannot afford. My business in the Clockwork City, while important, accounts for only a fraction of my grand design. I have interests in realms across the Orbis, including this one. On my person? No. I know better than to wander the streets of Fargrave with an artifact like that jangling around in my pocket. But it is quite safe. I gave Seal my word I would keep it out of the Daedra's hands. I always honor my agreements.
So many new faces in Fargrave. If you need work and can handle a weapon, we should talk. As a representative of House Hexos, I assure you that this is all above board. Oh, I don't handle jobs. Think of me more as a scout for the organizations in the city who hire adventurers. Speak to Luna Burial or Vaveli Indivel. They hire mortals and Daedra for dangerous jobs on a daily basis. Well, if you want to work alone, see Luna Burial. Vaveli Indivel of the Sarathu Tong also provides jobs, but they're dangerous. You'll want a group to deal with them. Here, consider this an investment into your adventuring career. Luna Burial.
I have a keen eye for spotting reliable adventurers in need of some extra work. It's one of the things I'm known for. So, are you the sort of person I think you are? A reliable adventurer looking to make a bit of gold? Yes. If you're brave enough to travel into the False Martyr's Folly, there are some valuables that were left behind when those poor dark elves were turned into stone. I hope it didn't hurt too much. That would be unbearable. A junior thief named Glaeamin was in the Folly and spotted valuables near the statues. He's probably sulking near Madame Wim's if you want to ask him what happened. You interested in this job? Oh, you get to head out on an assignment. Have a good time, all right? We're a group of mortals and Daedra that do all sorts of things in Fargrave. We liberate items from across the plains for interested parties, explore hidden places, find treasure, vandalize. One thing I can say is that the work never bores me. Yes, but not just any sort of thieves and spies. We're extra-planar thieves and spies. In addition to utilizing Fargrave's public portals, we also have an arrangement with the mages of the Sarath Utang for when we need a special portal. They're a group of dark elf mages that were cast out of Morrowind for some offense or another against the Tribunal. They came to Fargrave and used their expertise at portal magic to supply House Halalu with trade goods from across the multiverse. Sometimes we need to go somewhere not readily connected to the portal plazas of Fargrave, or we need to reach a specific location quickly and quietly. That's when we turn to the Sarathu mages. And when they require our expertise, we reciprocate. Some of our biggest clients are the movers and shakers of the city, and we tend to avoid pilfering in our own backyard. Plus, the Grasp don't care. As long as we keep a low profile and don't make a spectacle, the Daedric authorities leave us alone. Me? Oh, I used to be a thief, but now I use my expertise to find talent and coordinate jobs for our clients. Besides, I love talking to adventurers, new arrivals and longtime Fargravians alike. Well, we usually have more work on hand than we have dedicated operatives. Besides, some missions involve dangers better suited to experienced adventurers instead of the specialized rogues who make up the core of the Gleaners. Well, it's not something you can just apply for. Invitation only, you understand. And that invitation has to come from one of the higher-ups, such as our founder, Piron Descent. But the first step is to make a good impression.
What sort of thief has to leave something behind because they didn't bring a bag? Oh, don't worry. I didn't take anything from you or from Fargrave. Please don't report me. Yes, I was passing through there, coming back from a different assignment, and saw all the valuables. But I didn't have room in my bag to carry everything, so... But I told Luna about what I'd seen the moment I got back to Fargrave. I only went in there because I didn't know what it was like. Everything that's bad about the Sever, it's worse in there. And I was carrying so much at the time, I could have been struck by lightning.
Going once, going twice. Sold to the Daedra in the front. Now, help yourselves to some refreshment while my associates collect the next items up for auction. Always a pleasure to see a fellow mortal. These Daedric types, well, they're all a bit creepy, eh? But look at me, babbling away. Sorry, quick tongue, you know, comes with the profession. Here for the auction? Nothing but first-rate goods here. The Ebony Blade, well, that's, you know, not really my area of expertise. Daedric artifacts, I mean. Then again, there is a small errand that needs doing, a personal matter, you see. You help me with that, and my memory might improve. There's no need for that. I was just joking. A couple of Scoffins showed up not long ago, so they had to stow it away in the Hexos Gallery vault, in the shambles. Just don't tell anyone I told you, all right?
So, it's carved in the shape of a sundial. Clever.
That is so, yes. When a spell takes shape, the Magnus sigil will glow. Simple.
Ah, timely as ever. What did you discover in the auction house? The Telvanni. That it's as I suspected. Foiled by my own renown. Again. Intolerable. Well, there's no use dwelling on it. Did you find anything else? A key? Yes, that might come in handy. Can I just say how refreshing it is to find competent allies? A rare luxury, I assure you. Make your way to the Shambles. There's a Hexos storehouse near the center of the district. Check there first. You needn't worry. I'll be along soon enough. A fair warning, the Shambles is a lawless slum, full of far worse things than mortal indigence. Prepare yourself. The size, mostly. Those Hexos Noirs are quite clever, by Imperial standards. They operate a number of warehouses in Fargrave, but only one of them is large enough to contain a vault of any appreciable size. I suppose we'll find out soon enough.
Our spirits.
commands it.
Warded. No surprise. Do you have that key near to hand? Have a go at this. Well done. Now, let's see what they're hiding in there. There, the ebony blade. Claim it. As I suspected. Let's have a look at this so-called artifact, shall we? The fabled Sword of Leeches here within my grasp. I have my doubts. May I? Eerily sharp, masterfully etched, and completely fake. This is a forgery. A brilliant one, I admit, but a forgery nonetheless. While I respect this forger's skill, I cannot abide a glut of fraudulent artifacts taking up my time and attention. No, they're traders, not artisans. This is Daedric precision. I know a Spiderkith, Scrix. He's a small-time scoundrel who deals in stolen goods, counterfeit soul gems, that sort of thing. He might be able to point us in the right direction. He frequents the Wishbone, a tavern in the Shamble's northern alleys. Let's pay him a visit, shall we? He's a Spiderkith, which is to say he's a treacherous, deceitful sneak thief. Our personal history is contentious, full of double dealings and trickery. I've killed him more than once, but you know how these Daedra are. It rarely takes. For the usual reasons, simple greed and fear of punishment. Daedra may not die, but the process of reconstitution is not pleasant. I can also make business difficult for him. For Scrix, losing wealth may cause more pain than losing his life.
got nothing to say to you, Fear.
Settle yourself, Scrix, and listen. I can make business very difficult for you if you don't.
You with the Ash Elf, Fear? Got no business with you. Got no business with him. Better scuttle off. Stomp you otherwise, and peel you off the boot flat. Ebony Blade, huh? That's the mistress's hot cutter. Somebody hammering out fakes? Clever. Got no idea where it comes from. Don't care. Tell Fear he can find it himself. Threats, huh? With Fear, it's always threats. Scritty elf with big head and tiny wits. Fine. We'll cast a signal line for it. Finding ritual. Can find anything with it. After this, Fear pays you and you scuttle off. Final offer. Nothing. Secrets of the skein. You find out the secret, you die. Quiet. Alone in the dark. Still want to know how it works? Smart. Enough talk. Put the sword on the table.
A seeking spider, eh? I do hope it works. For your sake. A ghostly spider, hmm? A bit garish for my taste, but then we can't all be squinty, desiccated skein spawn, can we? Before you go, I have something to give you. A bauble I purchased before we set out for the shambles. Keep it near to hand. It may prove useful. I pray you never have need to find out. Suffice it to say that it's insurance. Enough talk. Follow that spider. And don't take your eyes off Scrix. Not even for a moment. Surely you don't require a chaperone. Scrix, while clever, is hardly a match for a warrior of your skill. No, I'm quite certain you'll be fine without me. I have other lines of inquiry to explore. I won't be far behind, I assure you.
Waiting on someone? Signal line won't stay fresh forever. Happy to stay here. Got better things to do than chase fake swords with you, Nirnborn. Signal line will show you the way to the source of your fake ebony blade. Just follow the spider. Simple, even for you mortals. You feel like giving up, just say so. Got better things to do. Just follow the spiderling. Simple. Attack! Torches in Skane Row? Liable to set webs on fire. Clumsy. Stupid. This is the place. Answers behind that door. In you go. Artificer's table. Flies in the wind. Open like the lair fear. You're never
Potent
leave.
magic, Strix, but all too predictable. Quickly, assistant, use the sundial.
Light! What are you? Torches in Skane Row? Liable to set webs in fire. Clumsy. Stupid. Artificer's table.
Webs, use that torch, quickly.
You're never leaving. No! Not fire! No! Put it out!
respectable attempt, Strix, but it will cost you. Seems we're finished here. Meet me outside. That appears to be that. Exemplary work. From the looks of things, our web-brained friend here planned to sell several more forgeries. Now that we've apprehended him, the flow of counterfeit artifacts should grind to a halt. Now, I provide you with the reward I promised, and we part company. Strix and I have a great deal to discuss. I'd invite you to join us, but let's be honest. Carrying on a conversation with him is exhausting. You have my thanks, Sarah. Farewell. You know, despite his simple nature, Strix displays a rare gift for counterfeiting. I can think of countless applications for such a skill. Alas. For all their power, the Daedra lack one vital trait. Imagination. No, of course not. He'll squirm and curse and prevaricate until I banish him. But even a lying tongue tells some truths. He will give something away. He always does. I only wish the process wasn't so tiresome.
I've heard the Dagonists have been largely driven from the city.
Frey considers this development. The cult's votives no longer affect the mortals of Fargrave, then.
Yes, a relief to be sure.
Frey honors this with regret.
You're back? That was quick. At least quicker than I expected. How did it go? Was your mission successful? Gleaman the Thief will be thrilled to know that those aren't going to be buried in mite-infested dirt. His hands were really itching to go back and get them, but the healers say they'll clear up in a few days. Thanks again. Here's your payment. Zafa, you're looking for work, but I have nothing to offer. Next time, for sure.